Hi everyone, in this video I want to show you a really interesting new package in the LangChain ecosystem that makes working with MCP servers super easy. Before we start, here's a quick introduction to MCP, the Model Context Protocol. AI models can use tools to actually do things, like web search, querying databases and so on. These tools are usually defined as JSON objects. The problem is, every agent typically has to define those tools inside its own codebase. MCP servers lets you centralize tools instead. You run a server that exposes a tool definition and clients can connect to it and load those tools dynamically. That gives you a standardized way to define and serve tools from one central place. It's a pretty powerful protocol, and I actually made a 3-hour Udemy course about it. The link is also in the description. Alright, let's jump into the code. So here is the repository. On the left you can see a server.py and a toolbox IPython notebook. We will first have a look at the server.py. It contains a bunch of dummy tools for a fictional restaurant, like listing all of the available products or listing the price for a given pizza name. I'm gonna make that a little bit larger. So I used FastMCP to build that MCP server, and here we can use the tool decorator, and the tool decorator converts the function signature and also the types into a JSON schema that you can directly pass to an AI model. So we can start that server by just running uv run python and then server.py. So I used UV for my virtual environment here, and now our MCP server is running on port 5000. Let's now open the toolbox IPython notebook, and here is code where we can actually use that server. So we directly connected to the server running on localhost port 5000, and first I'm gonna load my OpenAI API key, and then we gonna import from toolbox_LangChain the toolbox client. This toolbox client uses a context manager, so we have to use it with this with keyword, and then we provide the URL to the MCP server, just the basic URL. And normally we should also be able to provide headers, but I'm gonna show you that this actually does not work. So first I'm gonna stop the server, because this is something I had to do to actually make this work. So I monkey patched the way FastMCP works with headers. So I'm gonna just copy that, comment that out. And now if we start the server again and try to connect to our MCP server, then we can see that there is an error happening. Runtime error, API request failed with status 406, not acceptable. And in the details we can see client must accept application JSON. So normally we send it, but yeah, what's actually happening is that under the hood, these clients never get passed to the internals of the transport base module where the MCP transport base class should be using it. So there's definitely a bug in the package, and yeah, FastMCP is very strict and always wants these headers. So I had to patch it. Just if you want to try it yourself with FastMCP, there is this little workaround. So if we comment that in, we can see that now it works. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna first instantiate our toolbox client, and then we can use the load toolset method and get all of the available tools. That is an object where we can access the correct tool name with tool.name, and we can iterate just over every tool. So this is what we get. So this is the synchronous way to do it. We can also use async with, so we can do it asynchronously, and to do that we have to use await and also the method aload toolbox. So this follows the way LangChain defines all of the async methods, just with an A before the synchronous method name. So we can see this works exactly the same. We can also directly use a tool. In this case, we're gonna load 3 tools, and instead of using load toolset, we can load single tools with their name. So we can see these are the available tools, and we can just provide the correct tool name as a string. Then we get a tool like list prices, and list prices does not get an argument, so we can pass an empty dictionary to the invoke method. This also follows the runnable interface of LangChain. For the price, we have to provide a pizza and then the name of the pizza, and for the opening hours, we have to provide a day and then define what day we want the opening hours for. So this also works, and we can see that is the result. It is in a JSON format. So this is what we normally could pass to an OpenAI model, which we will do in the next case. So first I'm going to show you how you can do that with the langgraph create agent function, which was ported to the LangChain package. So before that, that was just langgraph, now it is LangChain. And that is very easy to use. We first have to set up a model. In this case, it's a OpenAI model, GPT-4o Mini. And then we're gonna instantiate our Toolbox client. We're gonna load all of the available tools and pass the available tools a second argument in the create agent function. So as you can see here in the function definition, we have to provide a model and a tool. 2 arguments are mandatory. And now we can ask what are the pizza prices and the opening hours for Saturday. And now our agent will invoke 2 tools and we get a result in human readable text. So this will take a few seconds. We can see that our MCP server was called twice. So one time for the opening hours and another time for the pizza prices. And that is the result, and everything works as expected. So that was very easy. So you can see that this package is highly integrated in the LangChain ecosystem. And I'm going to show you another example. So if you don't want to use the create agent function, but instead you want to use a model and directly bind the tools, you have to work a little bit differently. So you're going to load the available tools, and then the next step, you're going to make a dictionary comprehension. So we're going to build a lookup map. So there is a little bit of overhead to do before you can use the bind tools method. But after that, it should work like before. So we're gonna provide a prompt to the model, use the invoke method, and then we're gonna check if we've got any tool calls. And if that's the case, then we're gonna iterate over all of the available tools and gonna use the invoke method again. So this also happens under the hood in the create agent function. So if you run that, you can see that now this is our tool map, a dictionary with instances of the toolbox tools. And now that is the result. So pretty much the same like before with the create agent function. So that's it from the little demo. I highly recommend that you try that package out yourself when you work with MCP servers. It's still pretty young and has a few bugs, but it seems very promising. So thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.